In a world that constantly demands more of your time, energy, and attention, saying yes has become a default response. We say yes to things we don't want to do, to people who drain us, and to obligations that keep us from our goals. Why? Because we're afraid. Afraid of disappointing others. Afraid of conflict. Afraid of missing out. But what if I told you that your greatest freedom lies in one simple word? No. Welcome to Limitless Mindset. Today, we uncover the most overlooked power move in personal growth, the art of saying no. Because setting boundaries isn't about building walls. It's about building respect for yourself, your time, and your potential.
Why we struggle to say no. We are conditioned to please. From a young age, we're taught that being agreeable makes us likable. We associate no with rejection, rudeness, or selfishness. So we become people pleasers. We sacrifice our needs to accommodate others. We overcommit. We feel resentment, but we smile through it. And over time, we lose ourselves. The truth is, saying yes when you want to say no is a betrayal, not to others, but to yourself. Every yes you give to something misaligned is a no to something that matters. Your goals, your rest, your peace. The cost of pleasing everyone is your freedom. The power of boundaries. Boundaries are not barriers. They are the invisible lines that define where you end and the world begins. They tell others how to treat you. They protect your energy and guide your priorities. A person with strong boundaries isn't selfish, they're self-aware. They know what they can handle and what they will not tolerate. When you set boundaries, you reclaim control. You become intentional with your time and energy. You stop living reactively and start leading your life with clarity. You no longer let guilt run the show. You act from purpose, not pressure. Recognizing energy drains. Not everything deserves your yes. You need to become a guardian of your energy. Start by identifying the people, habits, and situations that leave you feeling exhausted instead of empowered. Is it the friend who only calls to complain? The job that robs you of joy? The commitments that no longer serve your values? Awareness is your first step. Because once you see what's draining you, you gain the power to change it. You don't have to be available to everyone at all times. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing peace over pressure. How to say no with confidence. Saying no doesn't need to come with an apology. You don't need a lengthy excuse. A simple, "I can't commit to that right now," is enough. Practice direct, honest communication. Be kind, but firm. You can be respectful without being submissive. Here are a few phrases to make it easier. "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'll have to pass. That doesn't align with my priorities right now. I'm focusing on other commitments." Start small. Build your boundary muscles. The more you say no to what's not aligned, the more space you create for what is. Reclaiming your time and energy. Every no is a yes to something greater. When you stop overcommitting, you regain precious time. Time for rest. Time for growth. Time for passion projects and deeper relationships. You begin to show up fully, not fragmented. Protecting your time is not selfish, it's strategic. High performers, creatives, and visionaries all have one thing in common: they fiercely guard their time. Because they know it's their most valuable resource. You can't pour from an empty cup. Saying no is how you refill it. Letting go of guilt. Guilt is one of the biggest obstacles to boundary setting. We fear being seen as cold, ungrateful, or difficult. But ask yourself this: would you rather disappoint others for a moment or disappoint yourself for a lifetime? When you choose guilt over resentment, you preserve your integrity. You're not responsible for other people's feelings. You're responsible for your own alignment. Let go of the need to be liked by everyone. Instead, respect yourself enough to be honest. Boundaries are an act of self-love. And the people who truly value you will honor them. Boundaries in action, real-life examples. Workplace: if your boss expects constant overtime, assert your limits. I'm happy to give my best during work hours, but I value my personal time. Relationships, if a friend crosses emotional lines, speak up. I care about you, but I need to protect my mental space. Family, if relatives expect more than you can give, be honest. I love you, but I can't take that on right now. Boundaries aren't just words, they're standards. And enforcing them may ruffle feathers at first. But in the long run, they create healthier, more honest connections. Building a limitless life. Saying no clears the path for a better yes. It aligns your life with purpose, passion, and peace. You gain focus. You gain time. You gain respect. But most of all, you gain yourself. A limitless life is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things. It's about eliminating what's not essential so you can double down on what truly matters. Every boundary you set is a building block in the foundation of your best life. You don't need permission to protect your peace. You don't owe anyone your energy, your time, or your dreams. The art of saying no is the art of living free. Stand tall in your truth. Honor your limits. And remember, when you say no to what drains you, you say yes to the life that empowers you. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Limitless Mindset. Let this be the day you reclaim your voice, your time, and your power. Because the life you deserve begins with the boundaries you create.